What is normal? This is $1 million question, isn't it? What may seem normal to one will be different for somebody else. And the longer we live with something, the more we adapt, get used to it, or just start accepting that that's the way it is, a new normal. I thought my life was normal, but when I was 23, the bottom was dropped out of that normal when my dad announced that he was going to undergo transgender reassignment. It felt so weird. I suppose I felt lost. You think you know someone, your place in the family, in society, in the world, and then in a matter of minutes it's all changed. It was a huge shock. In fact, it was so unexpected that I didn't know what to think, say or do, and I laughed. The next 29 years of my life I spent arguing with myself over the conflicting thoughts and feelings I was allowing to grow inside of myself. I had lost my dad, but he was still here. But this new person didn't look like my dad, didn't act like my dad, didn't sound like my dad, had different friends, and to a certain extent different hobbies, and was a very different person. These conflicts were constantly in my head as I mulled them over and over, but gradually life would start to feel normal again. I started to get used to my dad being Joan until significant changes in my life, like getting married, having my first child, and it would always crop up again. The other part that I always struggled with was, how do I explain who this new person is in my life? She isn't my dad any longer, and she became my Auntie Joan, but then I'm not Auntie Joan's daughter. So this is my story about the change in my normal and how I eventually had to acknowledge and accept this change. I also share some of the strategies I used on myself to manage that change and finally come to a calmness and peacefulness within myself. I'm Cath Lloyd from Make the Change, the author of Living with Normal When My Dad Became Joan, lifestyle change and stress relief expert.